Hey, hey, hey. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome back to another episode of the Profit Takers. We are so excited. I am so excited. I hope you are. We're having a great day. We're going to have an amazing trade week. And I wanted to share with you all another way that you can use the Profit Taker Alert dashboard. Yes. So here we go. Without any further ado, let's get straight into the content. Okay, so I'm going to share with you another way you can use this here dashboard. So the last video, we talked about all the 1 day trades, this signal, right? And I'll go and review just this one because we have a 1 day away from the peak, which is also known as a first green day, depending on which trading style that you're following. But it does work for all trading styles, right? But the only two trading styles that I'm familiar with is BTMM and of course Stacy Burke. So Steve Murrow and Stacy Burke, those are the two that I meshed together to on how I use this thing, and that's just how I roll, right? I'm a student of the game. I enjoy trading. I'm so glad that I found it. I'm so happy and grateful that I did find it in 2020. And here we are today. I mean, wow, it's just been an amazing ride. So let's talk about dollar CAD, guys. This is one that is showing a 1 day away. So I'm going to do a quick review on that from the last episode. And feel free to go check it out, y'all. It's available right here on YouTube and in Locos. All right. So we had a peak reset. All right. Our initial peak low was here, September the 19th, whatever day that was. The 20th, we had a day one, day two trade, right? But it did not show up until later in the session of New York. Thursday, we had the continuation for the early birds, and then we had a reversal. So day one, let me get my pen. So we had that was ugly. You know, sometimes it happens, but it's okay. I'm just fixing. All right. Let me do another thing here. Let me go here. All right. So, yeah, there we go. Tuesday. So we had a day one trade here, which was a low of session, low of day, low of week trade. Beautiful trade. And then here we had day two for the continuation. And then we had Thursday, day three. And this was the reversal. And this is just how I annotate it, just with the R. And then sometimes I'll do day 3C for continuation. Okay. Continuations are usually, let's see, especially if it's a Monday, Tuesday, right? If Tuesday, if the market closes outside of the opening range, then on probability of a continuation on Wednesday happens. But for this particular case, this actually reset. I remember seeing this thing resetting here again, and I believe it was another day two. Excuse me, day one. Okay. So with that being resetting to the low, then day two, again, you had the continuation, came early. We had the reversal at the high of the day, high of the week on Thursday, and it just came on down. And then day three was the continuation, right? I think I remember doing it that way. Okay. So either way you look at it, it still comes back to that particular thing, because we had the continuation there on Friday. So now the indicator confirmed that this is no longer a short trade and we're looking to go long on it. Okay. That's how I see it. All right. So now we can see, let's get I'm just going to break this down a little bit more. Let's see here. we can see that the market, technically when the market closes above the open, that kind of signifies that we're going to have a green day. So it's very close, right? Let me go to M15. I mean, this is the open price. This white line right here is the open price, and it is just on the money. Like, it's kind of hard to tell, right? So when that happens, without the indicator, when that happens, I just kind of like, okay, let's see what price is going to do, right? Is it going to continue to, this is when I come in and I break out my tools, right? I'll just draw the end of day consolidation, which is also the way you can look at it is your stop hunt low rise or stop hunt high drop, right? Those are the only two things this can do, or it can just range, right? So that concept isn't new to anyone, or that is just the way it rolls. It's either going to go break out, it's going to do a stop hunt low rise, okay, or it's not. All right, so stop hunt and low rise would look like something like this. Maybe it'll come out of it a little bit, and then boom, that's what we get, right? Or it could be the opposite way. It could do all this printing like a W, and then it comes up here and it drops. So it does a stop hunt high instead of a stop hunt low, which could be the low and then the lower high right there, right? I hope that makes sense. So those are the two things. And the third thing, it could just go sideways, right? And we know that. We know that's all the market does. And so we just have to be ready to anticipate that as much as possible based on the levels that were drawn. And, and that's it. I don't know what more to say about that, right? But as you can see here, we're going to wait for Monday's open range to develop. And then from there, we're going to be able to gauge, especially by the time I get to the market, where we're headed. But for right now, based on what the indicator is telling us, we should expect this thing to do a stop hunt low and then a rise. That's what it should happen tomorrow, unless something happens in Asia, right? I haven't checked the news yet, but I will check it and post it in our locals group. And I just go to Forex Factory. You can go to Forex Factory right now and check it out and see what we have available for this week. Okay. So that is the trade that I'm telling you guys is probably the easiest trade to take ever, because it's officially saying that this is a first green day, and that we should be able to expect to take a long position on the next day. Okay. Too easy. You don't need much. You don't need to do a whole lot of thinking and guessing. The guesswork is completely taken away from you. You don't have to guess too hard. The only thing you have to do is wait for one of those three things to happen, which I just talked about. Do I need to go over that again? Because I will, because it's lovely, right? We have a stop hunt low rise, stop hunt high drop. Okay, that's it, or nothing. And the thing about the nothing, if nothing happens in your session, then just cut the trade. Cut it and wait. Cut it. Okay. Especially if you get in at London opens at 2 a.m. Eastern, right? The first 2 hours, 3 hours really. I know Steve Morrow always says after 2 hours after the move is made, I believe it'll probably be the last higher high or lower low, whatever you're looking for. If that doesn't play out, then you're just going to cut the trade and then just go to another pair, right? So that's it. All right, so let's get back to the dashboard. All right, so what I wanted to talk about, we have the dollar Swissy here, guys. This one is showing us 3 days, right? And we all know this, the market goes into 3. Sometimes it goes into 4 and 5 right? Sometimes they go for 2 weeks before this thing changes again. But we're going to stick with the Stacy Burke count, because I really love his count, the way he counts the market in 3 days and just in 3-day trades. I think it just simplifies the process more than the BTTM way of counting, right? For a long time, I was struggling with that. And I was like, when does the count start? Because I was getting tangled up, going in the wrong direction all the time because I was counting everything incorrectly. So yeah. So now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because you're going to notice on here that the ADR is at 3.07. That's the max. It's like already maxed out on the typical ADR that this particular pair will run 3 times. Okay. So when we see that, that also tells us that there is a possible reversal coming, right? So technically this would be day 1, 2, and then 3. And then we see that day 3 did nothing. So we can just do day 3 again here and then wait for this thing to actually break out and then reverse. Okay. That is it. So this is another trade that possibility, high probability of an opportunity to take a reversal in the next session. Okay. All right. So let's just do the math, right? Let's do the math real quick. So again, we're gonna draw. I don't think I made a separate template for this one. That's just fine, because I've been making my own templates for the pairs that I, so basically what I'm doing is each one of these charts, you'll see that I just have that one pair showing on the tool. That way I'm not looking at too much stuff. I'm not getting tempted, and it keeps my system running smoothly. Okay, so that's the consolidation area. And another fun fact is this is the high of the week, and it's already hit that joint. Like, I don't know if I should count that, but most definitely it's hit it twice. And we all know that 3 times to the high, boy, that is it right there. Like, that's the trade setup. 3 times to the high, 3 times to the low. That's the trade setup. And it's a high probability of that trade to do what? To reverse, right? So you're just going to draw your levels, and you're going to want the market to work within those levels, whatever it is they're going to do. And you know, Swissy likes to drag and arrange and do all that crazy stuff. So you do want it to come on up here, pretend, right, that it's going to break out. And you're going to wait you're going to draw your level when the first high comes up. You're going to draw your level. If it goes up high again, you're going to draw another level, and then you're going to wait to see if it starts to break down, and you're going to draw that level, and then you're going to have a breaking structure, and then you're going to wait for the break up structure, and then you're going to take this thing. You're going to take a short, right? So that's it. That is it. Yeah, it took me years to learn that. Okay. Oh my God. But that's it. Patience is a virtue here. Okay. And you will walk away with free cash all day long. So that's another way. The 3 ADR, right? The max section right here, it shows that your 3 ADR has maxed out, and now you can expect a reversal. Okay. Now let's see if one of these other trade pairs that is showing a max is actually going to look good for us. So you have opportunity here to pick which one you think you want to trade. And again, based on what your session is going to be, you definitely want to get in front of that and wait to see if it's going to play out the way you want. Because we don't know what the market's going to do. Maybe they hold the level on Monday. Who knows, right? Who knows what they're going to do? All right, which one is this? Oh man, this is, look at the pound CAD, guys. This thing is maxed out like 3 times. 3 times 3 times 3. No, I mean, it's insane how this thing has been dropping and dropping and dropping. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to wait for this to finally settle if it's going to reverse or not. But for right now, I mean, just looking at it, right? We have last week's low, and then we have, let's see, let's go to a higher time frame. I mean, look at that, 14 days of drop. I'm wondering when it's going to stop and reverse a little bit, pull back, and then drop some more, because it looks like it wants to get back down to these lows. Look, back in February, guys. It's amazing. It could continue to drop all the way down there. Who knows? But for right now, is it going to reverse on us? Don't know. But I'm going to mark the level. All right. And what are we looking for? One of three things. We're looking for price to retest, do a stop hunt low. Maybe if it hits this line, guys, it's on. It is so on, it's not even funny. If it hits that line, it's on, because that's last week's low, and it's going to be on and popping if it hits that line. And this will be our 2 times to the low. Okay, so if it hits that, take the trade. Hopefully it hits it in your session. Okay, if not, then shoot, we look at another pair. That's how it works. Okay. Or if a reversal comes up in New York and then it goes up to the high and then it starts to break down, then take that trade. Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for this one to play out. Going to wait for it to play out. But I'm not, again, it's the max once. It's another trade setup opportunity that you can use. So let's look at this one. Let's see what GPG, I think that's that looks like the pound NZD. So let's check that one out and see if that one's looking a little better. Right. Ooh, yeah. This one's looking a little better. I like this one. All right. I mean, it did look like GCAD too, but I don't know why I like this one a lot better. So again, totally maxed out. And the RT just means real time. Everything right here is live in real time with the ADR. Okay. Oh, right. I mean, again, this thing is looking good, guys. Looking good. All right. I'm trying to get my cursor back where it's supposed to be. Again, we want to have, it looks, and I love the market alert reverse, but the market, what is this one? This orange box, it's another indicator that I bought. It's like the order blocks, but it works fantastic with the strategy. So I love it. So again, you're looking for prices to do a stop hunt low and then rise. And we always want to look to take that second leg. Okay. If it doesn't break out and then go and trend, then it fails, right? Again, it fails, and then we look to change our minds, or it trades in the range. Because oftentimes I've noticed that in this month, September, Monday has been a high of day, low of day trade opportunity. It hasn't really broken out, but it has given those scalping type of trades for us. Okay. So that was GN. So we've looked at the dollar CAD, which is the first green day signal. We've looked at the pound CAD, another opportunity to go long. We've looked at the pound NZD, another opportunity to go long, based on the indicator here. Let me get to another one. Let's look at, which one is this? Is this NAS? Yeah, it looks like it is NAS. Yeah. So this one is maxed out as well. For some reason, my ADR, this indicator doesn't pick up on the indices at all. It's only, and this doesn't come with it. This is a separate indicator. This is just one that I have on here, right? But this one definitely looks like an opportunity. It has maxed out on 380R. So this one, if it plays right, then we're also looking for an opportunity for a stop hunt low and then a rise. Okay. So again, same thing as the other one. We're always looking to see how price is going to behave. This was the last swing high. It looks like it's almost about the same length as the open range right now. But again, it's very early in the session. And these are the levels that we're gonna look for to see what price is gonna do. And then we're gonna respond accordingly based on our session. Okay. All right, the other one, this is the last one with the exceeded ADR. This is probably the SP. Yep, figured it was. Yep, same thing, guys. Same thing here is what we're looking for. All right, and see how this market alerts thing draws the box. So this also helps with entries as well. Once it's open like this, it supports the price. Once it closes, it then confirms that this thing is ready to go. Simple as that. Let's go to M5. Let's see what it looks like. But also, again, with any indicator, guys, it might say it's ready and it's just a little late. So with these kind of pairs, these in the indices, you want to get in a little earlier. So just saying. All right, so that's what we're going to wait for. This is M1. Still not there yet. I'm going to be trading M5 for now. But we'll be there. Don't worry. We'll be there definitely. All right, guys. So those were the pairs, okay, that you can look for on tomorrow. NAS, S&P, G, CAD, G, NZD, dollar CAD. Amazing pairs, right? Okay, guys. So that is it for this video. I appreciate you spending some time with me. And we look forward to seeing you in the locals. Yeah, don't forget, join us in the locals because, guys, once this indicator becomes available, the people in the locals will be the first to know, the first to get the deal. And that's just it. As simple as that. It's free to be a part of the locals community. Get in there, start, engaging, just let's have some fun. Let's make some money. Okay. All right, guys. Ciao for now.